Have you ever noticed how some people just, well, quietly build significant wealth? They don't seem to draw attention to themselves. No flashy cars, no constant holiday posts. They often just blend in. But behind the scenes, they're making these really smart financial moves.
Moves that, let's be honest, most of us just weren't taught.
Exactly.
It's like they operate with a completely different financial philosophy. It's less about the amount of money they have right now.
But more about how they think about it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
How they see and use every amount, doesn't matter how small.
And that's what's so fascinating, and that's really the heart of this deep dive today. We're trying to dissect this millionaire mindset.
Yeah.
Specifically looking at how they view and use what seems like a pretty small sum of money, let's say 100 pounds.
Right. Just 100 pounds.
Our mission here is to really pull back the curtain on the principles behind it and, some of the surprising ways they might use what seems like pocket change.
And what jumps out immediately from what we've looked at is this core idea. It's not really about the 100 pounds itself.
Okay.
It's about a fundamental shift in thinking. For them, 100 pounds isn't for a splurge, a treat. It's a seed.
A seed.
Yeah, a seed with real potential for growth.
Yeah.
And understanding that perspective, it kind of sets the stage for all the strategies we're going to talk about.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The first big one that comes up is how they invest in knowledge, specifically knowledge that pays them back.
Right. Whereas most people, you give them 100 pounds, the first thought is probably immediate consumption.
Dinner out, maybe new shirt, some gadget.
Yeah, instant gratification stuff.
But this mindset flips that.
Completely. That 100 pounds is seen as an investment in, human capital. And not just any old learning.
No,
it's got to be knowledge you can leverage pretty quickly to actually generate more income.
so practical skills.
Exactly. Think like an online course in digital marketing, maybe a master class in a specific freelance skill, coding basics, even a workshop on public speaking.
Things with a tangible outcome.
Right. These aren't just academic interests. They're direct routes to boosting your earning potential. It's all about the ROI on that intellectual investment.
And that idea, investing strategically in knowledge, it leads straight into something else, which I think is really clever. How they use small amounts, like that same 100 pounds, to test business ideas.
Which is genius, right? Because you're not risking your life savings on some hunch.
Precisely. It's all about de-risking, masters of it. That 100 pounds might just go towards, say, setting up a really basic landing page to see if anyone's even interested in a product.
Or maybe running a tiny ad campaign.
Exactly, a simple targeted ad campaign to gauge demand. Or even just developing a minimum viable prototype, like the source mentioned buying supplies for handmade candles.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Spend the 100 pounds on wax and scents, make a small batch, and try selling them on Instagram.
It's real world feedback.
Totally. Low-cost market validation gives you invaluable data without, betting the farm. So smart. Prove the concept before you scale. And okay, that ties into another thing they do with small sums. Profitable flipping.
Ah yes, flipping.
Buying stuff cheap, selling it for more. Now, for a lot of us, that just sounds like a bit of a side hustle, but is there something deeper going on there? Like, what skills are they building?
Oh, definitely. It's way more than just making a quick buck. This practice, it's like a hands-on masterclass in spotting undervalued assets.
Okay.
Understanding what people actually want, market demand, and being really efficient with capital.
So using that 100 pounds to scout items.
So where?
Garage sales, thrift stores.
Yeah, exactly. Garage sales, charity shops, clearance racks. Then turning around and selling them online. Sure, you've got platforms like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Makes it easy.
Accessible to anyone, really.
Right. But what makes the difference is their disciplined eye for value, spotting trends maybe, and being systematic about reinvesting the small profits. It teaches supply and demand like nothing else. Really practical.
Okay. Let's shift gears a bit from physical stuff, tangible goods, to something more abstract, digital. We usually think real estate, we think bricks and mortar, land, but these folks are investing in what our sources are calling digital real estate. What does that actually look like with just 100 pounds?
Yeah, this is a big modern shift in thinking. Digital real estate, it covers assets like buying strategic domain names,
right,
building niche websites focused on specific topics, or creating digital products, things like online courses or ebooks.
And you can start that with 100 pounds. Seems low.
That's the remarkable thing. The barrier to entry is incredibly low. A really good domain name might cost you, 10 quid? Basic web hosting for a year, maybe around 50 pounds.
Wow.
So yeah, for well under 100 pounds, you can literally own a piece of the internet. And if you nurture it, It can generate income, passive or active. It's like staking a claim on valuable digital territory.
And speaking of the digital world, that phrase, attention is the new currency, you hear that a lot.
You do.
So it makes sense that people with this mindset would use that £100 to start building a personal brand. How does that small amount actually translate into something big over time?
Absolutely critical in today's world. That first £100, used strategically. Maybe it pays for a simple professional logo design.
Okay.
Or setting up a clean, basic website to showcase expertise or portfolio, or even running a few really targeted social media ads to reach the right people.
So planting seeds again, basically.
Exactly. A strong personal brand built consistently, patiently, over time, it acts like a magnet. It starts attracting speaking gigs, maybe high-value clients, driving product sales.
People trust you more.
They do. It builds trust, demonstrates consistency, and people really underestimate the compounding power of that digital reputation after just a few years of steady, intentional effort. It's quiet power.
This next one, this really hit home for me, the old proverb. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Ah, a classic, and so true.
And millionaires seem to live by this. The sources say they'll actually spend £100 just to get into communities that challenge them. What's the real value in paying to feel like the least knowledgeable person there?
It's huge. It's a core strategy for accelerated growth, both mindset growth and expanding your network. They'll use that £100 to get into local events, maybe specialized workshops, or even private online groups.
Places with smart people.
Places where they can connect with people who are just, well, smarter, more experienced, or simply thinking on a totally different level than they are currently.
And that rubs off.
Absolutely. Being around others who are actively building wealth, sharing real insights, challenging assumptions, it helps recalibrate your entire mindset about money, opportunity, what's actually possible. It's like investing in a better mental environment.
Which speaks to how strategically they view their own time. This next point, it struck me because it feels so counterintuitive for many people.
Okay.
They also use that £100 to outsource things that slow them down. Is that a big hurdle you see, people wanting to do everything themselves?
Oh, it really is. A huge one. So many people struggle with paying someone else for tasks they feel they could technically do themselves.
Yeah, why pay when I can do it?
Right. But for someone building towards serious wealth, often the smartest thing they can do with £100 is just pay someone else to handle a bottleneck task.
Like what kind of tasks?
Could be hiring a freelancer for just a few hours, maybe to build a simple landing page, edit a video, handle some tedious data entry, paperwork.
And the why is crucial.
Absolutely pivotal. By freeing up their own time, they can focus only on the high-value stuff, making sales calls, deep strategic thinking, building key relationships. Their time is simply worth more doing those things.
High leverage activities.
Exactly. Which brings us to leverage itself. Our sources suggest this is, like, the ultimate secret sauce.
Yeah, they talk about leveraging £100 into £1,000. That sounds almost magical. How does that nonlinear growth work with such a small start?
It's not magic, but it is one of the most powerful underlying principles. People with this mindset just inherently get how to use tools or systems or even other people's time to grow faster.
Scaling beyond themselves.
Right. Scaling their efforts far beyond what one person could do alone. So, with £100, maybe they run a small, super targeted ad campaign that doesn't just make one sale, but brings in a steady stream of new, profitable customers over time.
Okay, I see.
Or they could set up something like a print-on-demand store.
Right.
Or a simple affiliate website. Once it's built, it can operate 24/7 without them needing to be directly involved all the time.
Making the money work for them.
That's it. Making that initial £100 work much harder and smarter by creating or tapping into systems that multiply its impact.
Now, this next point is interesting because it's actually about not using the money right away, holding it strategically.
The opportunity fund.
Yeah, maintaining liquid opportunity money. What's the thinking behind keeping a small sum just waiting instead of investing it immediately?
It's a really key differentiator. Shows proactive readiness. They often keep small amounts easily accessible, not necessarily in a savings account earning pennies,
Right.
but specifically for those unexpected time-sensitive opportunities that just pop up.
Like what?
Well, imagine a friend needs cash fast and is selling something valuable, maybe equipment or stock at a crazy low price. Or there's a flash sale on a crucial piece of software, a tool they know they need.
If your money's tied up, you miss out.
Exactly. Having that £100 ready, instantly accessible, lets them grab those fleeting chances. Opportunities most people miss because all their capital is locked away somewhere else. It's about being prepared to pounce on the unexpected win.
Okay, so this brings us kind of full circle, back to the biggest secret, the one that really underpins everything we've talked about.
The foundation.
Which is how they fundamentally train their brain to see money differently.
This is it. This is the bedrock. Every single strategy we've discussed, buying knowledge, testing a business, building a brand, joining a community, it all reinforces this one central idea.
It's not just knowing 100 pounds is a seed.
No. It's about consistently viewing every single pound, every financial decision through that growth lens. That's what compounds over time. They just don't see 100 pounds as a treat or something to just, consume and forget about.
They're always asking.
They're constantly asking themselves, almost instinctively, how can this small amount lead to something bigger?
Right.
They've just fundamentally rewired their thinking to look for growth, for potential, for leverage, not just for immediate comfort or spending. That relentless focus on maximizing the potential of every single unit of currency.
Yeah.
That's what truly sets them apart. It drives all their actions.
And there you have it. This deep dive, I think it's really shown the, unconventional ways millionaires approach even small amounts of money. It's driven by that specific intentional mindset.
Yeah.
Much more than the actual amount itself. It really isn't about how much you start with.
Not at all. It's about how you think about what you have and, crucially, how you deploy it.
The true power isn't in the size of the investment.
No, it's in the intentionality, the perspective you bring to it. Even a tiny start, when you approach it with that growth mindset, that unwavering belief that every pound is a seed well, it really can lead to something massive down the line.
Leaves you thinking, doesn't it? What will you do with your next 100 pounds?